Hey, Rex Todd here. Welcome to my page. Normally we do starting lineup videos. Today I got something special for all your starting lineup guys. Here's my buddy Darren here. Today, if you notice on the counter, we got some very cool item. Just something different today. It's pretty cool. It came out in the 70s, and a lot of you remember them. They're the 7-Eleven Slurpee cups. And this is Darren's collection of his Slurpee cups, and Darren's gonna kind of go over some of the cups. If you've never seen them, we're just kind of gonna go over them and see what they look like. And some of you haven't seen them, we're gonna check them out. Darren, let's see, what do you got?
So back in the 70s, you used to go to 7-Eleven for a quarter. You used to get a nice Slurpee and what they call a 7-Eleven
Get that a little closer. Yeah, let me see. Who is that?
This happened to me. I think that's Carlton Fisk.
Oh, cool. Carlton Fisk. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, for a quarter, you get to grab your cup. They had plenty of plastic cups. Baseball, football, basketball, mostly baseball and football, and predominantly baseball. They had the cups there, and we, back in the day, what I used to do, we ride our bikes to 7-Eleven, spend $2.40 getting a whole pack of the 1972-73 baseball cards, 10 cents a pack. Get one of these cups, fill it up with a Slurpee, drive back, and we watch the game on Saturday because we only had 4 channels back in the day, and watch the baseball game and chew gum and put the cards in a rubber band or stick some of them on our bicycle and ride around. So
yeah, I definitely remember the cups. I collected some myself, but for some reason I don't have any. Let's see some of the ones you got real quick.
So some of the stuff that most people didn't collect a lot of would be the greatest.
Did those come out in the same years?
Yeah, these were all basically about 72. If I'm not mistaken.
We got Stan Musial. We got Joe Medwick. I don't know who that is. Who else have we got?
I think all these were 71 or 72.
Okay.
But again, between the All-Stars,
Hall of Fame Babe Ruth in there?
Those were the Hall of Fame guys.
I never heard of some of them.
Babe Ruth get lost? I thought he was the...
Okay, Yogi Berra. Let's see that. Let's see
Stan
those.
Musial.
Let me take a look at those. Get them up close.
Add them back.
Okay, that's a Babe Ruth. That's Stan Musial. And that's Yogi Berra. Now, these worth more than the other ones, or?
Honestly, I think it's, the values of these, they're decent. They're not, none of them are really considered what I consider high value. They're all really, you can pick up a Johnny Bench.
Let's see some of the baseball ones you got.
Johnny Bench guys in.
Okay, let me get a little closer.
Carlton Fisk.
Okay, that's cool.
Guys that were, great players. Willie Mays.
Those got to be worth, I mean... I
I
look at it this way: what I would pay for them and what they're worth is.
I mean, greatest pitchers ever. Mel Stoudemire.
Mel Stoudemire, cool. I never heard of him, but
really.
Well, I wasn't a Yankee guy.
Yeah, so you go, guys like Joe Morgan. Who
else?
Reggie Jackson.
Oh, there's a nice one, Reggie Jackson. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This guy's a sort of a has-been.
Oh man, Nolan. Right now, what is that one worth? Do you think? What would, if someone had one for sale and said, "Hey, I got a Nolan Ryan cup.
What
do you give me for it?"
You look at something like this from back in the day. They look pretty clean. They're probably $15 to $25.
Oh, I would give you $25 right now for it. So it's got to be worth more than that.
No, it's sort of, you'd be surprised.
Well, no, what I'm saying is to me,
Willie Stargell, Rod Carew.
Rod Carew. Let me get a close up.
Nobody batted better than Rod Carew.
Who else you got in there?
No better pitcher, intimidating pitcher than
Lou Brock. Yeah, very cool.
You definitely never.
Okay, and what year are these, you think? What year? 72? Do they say 72 on the back?
No.
Let's get a look at the back.
Let
me show the back. That's Brooke Robinson.
Yeah.
Let's see what
they're 72, but they have statistics like most of your baseball cards from 71.
What else you got? Show some of the other baseball ones.
They made a lot of, again, guys people never heard of, but they're great players.
Yeah, let's get to the guys we've heard of.
Cepeda,
Catfish, huh? Jim Hunter? Catfish
Joe
Hunter?
Rudy.
Okay.
Tony Oliva. There's a lot of average players,
What about
then there's a lot of, great
Willie
players.
McCovey?
Willie
Kind of
McCovey.
beat up condition, a couple of
But
them.
most of us, you got them. These things. Tom Seaver from Fresno.
Very cool. Tom Seaver just passed away
So
recently.
a lot of these guys.
Let's see what you got on the football, or let's see the basketball ones. Let's see what you got on the basketball.
Yeah, the basketball, again, more
The basketball seems really rare. Like I don't ever remember seeing the basketball as a kid. I remember seeing the baseball, but I definitely don't remember the basketball.
Not as predominantly out there.
Let's see what you got.
Just grabbed out a few of the.
Okay,
Decent
Kareem,
ones.
2 Kareems, a Wilt, 2 Wilts. Okay,
I have
Oscar
a bunch
Robertson,
more, but I just
JoJo White.
didn't find them to do this video for you.
Well, I know you said something about you had a Pete Maravich.
Pete Maravich. I mean, that's probably again, Pete Maravich is like $75. That really seems to be extremely.
Now, what's a Kareem? What do you think the Kareems? If someone's like, "Hey, I want to buy one," what would
on
you
an
say to
average,
them?
you see these guys out there, decent condition. They're $50 to $75. Most
Yeah.
of them are all in that ballpark.
I would think.
they're all worth it. Just
I think
because-
you could sell them pretty good at $60. The Kareem, the Wilt, JoJo White. That's a $15, $20 maybe because the Celtics.
Most of them all start about $10. If you look
Okay,
at,
now we're talking football. Let's see some football.
you get
ones.
into some of the football guys.
Got OJ, Terry Bradshaw. I mean, the OJ's got to be worth $75.
Nobody likes a killer.
He was a killer on the field. I'll tell you that. Fred Biletnikoff, Raymond Chester. What else you got?
Old 49ers, Larry Brown. I mean, Alan Page. One of the best of the best. Paul Krause, one of the best
Yeah,
of the
stack
best.
a few of those on top.
Yeah.
Let's see, get a-
Some of these guys, but again, most of us when we got them, we all didn't have great dishwashers and all that, so you washed them in your own.
Ed Marinovich or whatever.
Ed Marinaro. He
an
was
actor.
actually an actor.
That's right. Who else?
Great wide receiver for the Washington Redskins. One of the great.
Willie Brown. Who's that guy? He's
When you think about
Russell. That's right.
yeah,
Ted Hendricks with the Colts. That's a cool one. Colt
but we
fans out
washed
there.
them, and the hot water used to just wash these things away. So most of us that have any
Who's
decent
that?
ones,
Bulk or what's his name?
yeah,
Rick
he was.
Bulk?
I think he was a back.
Defensive back.
Yeah, defensive back.
Okay, let's see what you got. What else you got on the football ones?
So
Anyway, these were pretty cool. They came out in the 70s, early 70s. I think they made them till maybe the 80s. I don't know.
I don't know if they came out that late. I mean,
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. They were 25 cents. I do remember. I just didn't collect
These are
them.
like what you would consider new one. I think these guys were like in the 76.
Raleigh Fingers.
I don't even know if I've ever even looked.
Who's the other one? Who's
Yeah.
the other guy? Chris Chambliss. Yeah, he was a good Yankee.
Carlton Fisk. I had
Carlton
just a
Fisk.
few.
Those look newer. Those are probably,
You know,
what,
These
78?
had a little more realistic pictures, like an actual photo they put on cups.
Yeah.
So
What
sort-
else you got on there? What
Sort
other
of
cups you got?
ugly in comparison to those.
What
guys.
about this stack right here? What's in there? Or is this more football?
Football. I mean, a lot of.
Common guys.
They're not common. I mean,
And they're
these-
kind
you know,
of
Tom
Tom
Mack.
Mack.
they're outstanding stars.
Lenny Dawson,
you know.
Super Bowl MVP.
Talking about-
Super Bowl, I don't know if he's an MVP.
Talking about guys that are. None of these guys. They didn't make any commons, but
Jim Plunkett. Oh, dude, that piece is. Any Raider fan would want that. Or a
they're
Patriot fan.
the colors are beautiful. Again, you're talking about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all times, but
Yeah, very cool.
great wide receiver for the 49ers. All these guys, nobody's a common. Jack
Snow, there you go. Jack Snow, number 84. Everyone remembers him. Roman Gabriel, Jack Snow, man. If you're a Ram fan, I think he was a commentator later in life. Willie Lanier. Who else you got?
Dave Wilcox, Bob
Bob
Lilly.
Lilly. Let's see that Bob Lilly.
Great cowboy.
Very cool.
Most of them, if they have anything, it's just the lines at the top,
Yeah.
And they
Bradshaw.
And
Again.
another-
He got some duplicates. I might be buying a few of these.
another
when I leave here.
Bradshaw, another Bob Lilly.
Okay, what else you got? You got some baseball ones there too now? What about these baseball ones?
So when you go
Anyway,
into,
these here are, like I said, if you're about 50 on up, you'll definitely remember these. Maybe 55 on
well,
up.
if you did like most of us, this is what we did. This is what we did. What we
Cat
did
Pichetta.
after a
Pete
baseball
Rose.
game. My
Pete
dad
Rose.
used to take us down. We'd get a trading cap. We all went down. We all got in the
Sure
back
it
of a
is.
truck.
Not sure who that
All
is.
drove down to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
The coaches would get some beer.
Bobby Mercer.
Coaches would
manager.
get some beer, and the kids got a Slurpee.
Yeah, 25 cents, and they had the funky straw. It had like a little scoop on it.
Yeah.
I remember that we had a 7-Eleven down the street, but the problem was I didn't have the quarter to get it. That was the biggest problem.
Yeah, you know, here's
Hank Aaron, there you go. Hammer and
average players like Hank
Aaron. And you got
Aaron,
a couple of those too.
You know, all your average players, you know, just.
Well, anyway, if anyone out there knows of what these kind of go for, we're not real familiar about the price on them too much. I mean, kind of just go by what, you know, we know collectible wise. Go ahead and shoot a comment out there on my page and comment on them. And if there's anything else you want to see, let us know. I've been getting a lot of really nice feedback from some of my videos. They want to see these starting lineup videos and collectible videos. So
everybody had cups.
And then they had some other ones here. We're going to briefly show some of these. These are the McDonald ones from what, 92?
Yeah, McDonald's had cups.
I think Space Jam or something, I'm not sure, but
yep, that was Looney Tunes.
These are some of the. These are probably, you could probably sell them at a show for maybe $1 to $2 depending on the guy. Jordan probably goes for $5. Probably. What do you think, Darren?
Well, let's hope so. I mean, I've got a couple of them.
Oh yeah. Well, you could probably get about maybe
That's all
5
I
to
ever
7.
asked for when I went.
Nothing's right for sale right now.
We're just Dick Tracy pop up.
Oh, those are cool.
Then a Batman.
What else you got? What other stack you got?
So then the USA guys, Dream Team.
Dream Team.
The second one.
Yeah, those for some reason the Dream Team stuff, kind of like the Dream Team you have back here. This one here, that one there. I don't know what happened to it, but it just never really. It took off at the beginning, and then it just kind of, maybe because it was bulky or something. I don't know, but it just didn't.
Yeah.
And it's kind of clumsy, and there's no card, and you could pretty much buy these all day long for $49 maybe. I mean,
even today, a good one. That one's crap.
And that was what it cost back then, right? Probably $49.
Actually, I think those were about $29 when they first came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
They're not going for much. But I wanted to show you some of his cups. I'm going to do another video here of his collection of some of his other oddball stuff, and I'll put it on a Facebook page for the toy hoarders. We're gonna post that on a different one. But for this one, this was kind of our starting lineup guys who collected starting lineups, who kind of know. I just thought they'd be interested in watching this video.
Most time anybody that collected one thing, you're collecting all. Right?
Yeah.
You look at, you know.
Yeah. So I appreciate any comments you have, and if you want to go to my page, there's what you just punch. You can Google that at Rex Todd, and if you subscribe, that's awesome too. You know, it doesn't cost anything. It's just get me a few more subscribers. I got my our sponsor today is Pepsi's our sponsor today, so we have to do a shout out to sponsor and Monster Drink. They're sponsoring this video.
Monster Energy.
So, and I want to do a shout out to some of my other sponsors. I have Table Mountain Casino. I have Clovis Toyota. I have a couple other ones, but I'll get into that.
Southern Wine and Spirits.
There you go, Southern Wine and Spirits. That's right. Okay, well anyway, thanks for viewing, and we're going to do another video here, but for now, this one's good, and I want to tell everybody the same thing. Happy hunting, Darren.
Peace out.
All right.